What's going on, guys? My name is Ryan, and this is my stock market update for 7/15 going into 7/16. So I haven't done one of these in a couple weeks, but it's been a hot minute. It's been a hot bit in the market, and I've had a lot of winning trades, and I'm doing really well in the year. No complaints so far. Um, so let's talk about the action. This week, Monday was a nice reversal in tech. A lot of winning stocks and a lot of the leaders have started pulling back and consolidating. However, elsewhere in the market, like the Dow Jones, it seems like rotations occurring into the Dow, and some of the laggards like airlines, like Carnival and stuff is kind of getting some, and then restaurants are getting picked up a little bit. So the leaders, such as Amazon, are pulling back for the last couple of days, and the laggards are getting picked up. And by and large, the market looks like the Nasdaq's been going sideways for a few days. As you can see, there's a clear horizontal here at 10,400, and then the Dow Jones and the S&P are trying to play catch up. So a little bit of rotation, but nothing seriously significant. I have taken profits on some trades, locked in some small losses on other trades, and then sitting through pullbacks in some of my other trades. So I can show you what I'm in, and I can show you what I did today, and then what I kind of like going forward. I should have probably done a video a day or two ago, because the best days to look for buys are after nasty days in the market. So now that we've had 2 up days, I think a lot of the cream is off the top as far as low risk entry points. But there's still a lot of good stocks that are near actionable points, and let's get into it. So I'm still in Amazon. I've got a position in Amazon that's way down here. The average cost is pretty low because the first buy was right here on this day at just under 2,000. So I'm sitting in Amazon. As long as Amazon holds this 21-day moving average, I'm not touching it. So maybe I end up selling it 10-15% off the high. Let's just pretend that this is it and the stock is over. Maybe I end up selling it off the top. But if it holds this 21 and consolidates, this could form a new base, and then I'll buy more at Amazon and have a even bigger position in it. So I've got the cushion. I'm sitting through this pullback in Amazon as long as it stays acceptable. That's not what I was looking at. I'm in AEIS. This is a new trade. I've been shaken out of it. I've been in and out for a break even so far. I'm up slightly on it, and this is a cup with handle candidate that is currently making a handle that is a cup in of itself. The cup is much more visible in the weekly chart right here. I like this one. I would buy more of it tomorrow if it's up. It's got this downtrend line you can see I have drawn. Once it clears that, this stock should be a runner. And then my sell on it is just yesterday's low. I'm in this gold miner. I wouldn't touch this thing pretty much no matter what tomorrow. I'm willing to hold this into the 21. I did a small add-on yesterday, and I don't have a very big position in this one, but I do have a nice gain. My buy is below $9, I believe. And then ALNY, this is a stock that I've been in for a few days. I didn't add on to it, but I'll talk about what I did at the end. But I'm still in this stock. As long as it holds the 21, I'm not selling this stock. Already talked about Amazon. BioMarin, I've been in this thing for a couple months now. My first buy was this day right here, and I've been doing add-ons as it rises. And as long as this stock holds the 21, I'm not selling it. This is the other gold miner I'm in. As long as it holds the 21, I'm not selling it. Chegg is one that I've got a really good buy point. My buy point's $60 at this horizontal. I bought it pretty aggressively on this day right here, and then I added a little bit on these 2 days right in here. I want to buy more of it because I don't have a full position in Chegg yet, but I want to be careful because a lot of stocks are tapping their 50s right now. So Chegg might be in for a test of the 50 before it's able to make meaningful progress higher. So I don't know if I would add on to this one tomorrow. It probably is an add-on. I'm not sure if I'm going to. So we'll see. And then this is one that I think I've just got to hold it into the 50. One way to play it would be to sell half my position if it breaks the 21 decisively, and then the other half of it breaks the 50. But I think I'm just going to all or none this off the 50, and that's kind of my current feelings on Chegg. Dynatrace, this is a stock I bought today. My buy is pretty much the closing price. This is an IPO stock that just broke out of highs, and would have been very difficult to buy right in here because of how much it screamed off the bottom. But now you can see we've got a nice sideways consolidation above the breakout zone, and it's the first tap of the 50 since this stock broke out, and that's what I would call a trigger candle. So I took a flyer on it. It's a great company, killer earnings. It's every if you're a growth trader, this is quite the growth stock. So I sized it slightly big, so I'd probably sell it somewhere around here at 39.50. That way my loss is decently contained to 6-7%. But if it were to hold right here, I've got a big enough position that it can make me some money. It's a little over a half size position. And then IPHI is the other stock, another stock I'm in. As long as it holds the 21, my buy is right at the 50, so I might all or none it at the 50 depending on how it trades. But this is a stock that I'm currently riding in. NBIX, I've been in this stock for a few weeks. I got shaken out near the lows yesterday, but I rebought it as it went through the open, and I bought more than I sold in the first place, which that's a Bill O'Neill rule. If you ever get shaken out of a stock, to buy back more than you had to make up your losses. And it had a great day today. And as long as the stock holds the 21, I'm in. I'm still in Netflix. Netflix has earnings tomorrow. My buy on Netflix is at 423. That's where my whole position is. So my whole position's right in here on Netflix. And because of that, I'm going to all or none this trade through earnings. It'll either hold up or it won't. If it holds up, this is one of my biggest positions, so it'll make me really good money. And if it doesn't hold up, then I should get out okay because my buy is way below the 50-day moving average. ServiceNow, this is one that I actually added on to yesterday. I've been buying in and out during this choppy trading, but my most recent buy has been right here, and then I added on yesterday, and so far so good. That's a nice tap of the 50-day moving average. I like the way the stock looks. Great growth story. PayPal. I originally bought PayPal right here, and then I got shaken out, and then I rebought it right here at 146. Did a small add-on at 157, and then now I did another small add-on today, and that might be a little premature. PayPal might actually want the 50, so that might sting me a little bit, but my average buy is still below 150, so I'm going to hold it to the 50 at this point, most likely. Regeneron, this is one of my stocks that I've got a pretty good buy point on. My buy point is below the 50, so I'm all or noning this trade off the 50. I bought more of it yesterday, and it's because it's in what I would consider to be an ascending base. It broke out of a sloppy cup with handle back in February, held up through the March sell-off, and then now you have one pullback, two pullback, three pullback, or 1, 2, 3, and it's kind of hard to see there, but that's what I would consider to be an ascending base. So it's technically buyable if it clears these highs decisively on high volume, but I probably will not buy that since I've been buying the dips along the way. And my first buy on this was this day right here off the 50. So my position was started with a buy at 544, and then I added on a little bit the next day. I think I added on a little bit here, and now a little bit more at the same price there. Sprouts, I originally bought it right here, got shaken out of it last Monday for about small loss because I did some add-ons on the way up. Rebought it Tuesday, and now I'm sitting in it waiting to see if it breaks out. I'm a seller below Tuesday's candle. Teladoc, I bought Teladoc this day and this day as it turned green. I've got a half position in Teladoc, and as long as it holds the 21, I'm staying in it. I'd want to see it calm down a little bit before I add on, so I don't think I'm going to add on in this zone. Teradyne, I don't have a very big position in here, but I bought it this day, bought more this day, and then I'm looking to buy more if it does an update tomorrow, and then I'd probably be done with it since earnings are coming up pretty soon on this stock. As long as it holds the 21, I'm not selling it. Tandem, this one's been a wild ride, but my first buy on Tandem was right here, and then I bought more right here, and then I bought more right here, more here, and then unfortunately I bought a little bit right here at the top on that reversal. So that's kind of a screw up, but I didn't buy very big. It was less than 10% of the position was added on right there. And as long as this stock holds the 21, I'm not going to reduce it. I would probably reduce it below the 21, but my buy is still at 86 bucks. So I'm below the 50. I would for sure sell this at the 50. And if this thing's able to churn out and go higher, then I've got a really big position in here that can make a lot of money. Trex, this is a stock I started a position in today. I got it near the open price, and we'll see what comes. I'm selling it below the 21. Twilio, been in Twilio. I bought it originally this day at the close, and I bought more the next day, and I haven't touched it since. And this is one I would buy more of if it has an update tomorrow. But It's a little risky buying here because it looks like the stock wants to tag that 50 before it goes higher. So if I buy here, it's at risk of cranking down one more time and tapping that 50. However, it is pretty close to that 10-week line, and it might be a buy right here. UDOW, I bought UDOW yesterday as the candle turned green. So I'm just going to hold UDOW until it closes below the T line, which is my dotted red line. I have a feeling UDOW is going to come up here to the $76, $78 level and then have some headache, but it could higher low, and I'm going to play it for the higher low. Vert, I bought this yesterday when it was up about 1%. I bought a little bit more today when it was up about 1%, and then now I'm just holding it. I think it's a breakout candidate. It tried to break out today, didn't quite get there, so it might give me some headache, or it might just go tomorrow. This is my attempt to kind of get sideways into a financial stock, because financials are, for the moment, they've been strong the last 4 days or so. So this is kind of a growth story in finance. So that's why I went for this stock. Almost done. Vertex. Been in Vertex since April 6th, really. I've been in and out of it, but I've managed to make money in it. It's been a little choppy, but it's one that if you hold it to the 50, it'll reward you. So I've got a decent gain in it, not a huge gain. I bought more yesterday, and I bought a little bit more today, and I'm done buying it. And my buy is below the 50. I believe I'm in at 276 right now with all my add-ons. So I'm all or none off the 50 on this one. Zynga, this is my only down position right now. I originally bought it over here last week, so I'm now down on it. I'm going to sell it tomorrow if it's weak again. If it bounces, I'm going to buy more, and that's kind of the way I've rationalized it. It might tag that 50, and I might have to let it tag the 50 and then buy back in, but I'm down 3% on the position, and I'll either be selling it tomorrow and wishing I'd sold it today, or I'll be buying more of it if it jumps. And then lastly, I'm in Zscaler, and as long as Zscaler stays above the 21, I'm not touching it. And I've got a pretty good gain in Zscaler. So that's what I'm in. Video's getting kind of long, so I'm just going to try to be quick. A couple stocks I like going into the rest of the week. I like this light. I don't like the company. I like the chart. I like VSTO. Don't like the company, but I like the chart. This ICLK, I actually like the company, and I kind of like the chart. It's a Chinese company. This one, I like the chart. I don't like the company. Atom, I think that's a buy if it's green. And then I'm interested in what InMode's doing right now. InMode's coming up to this longer-term downtrend line. Really hot this week. What is that this week? On the 33% gain on the week. It's too hot to buy, but I'm watching InMode, and I'm looking to get into this thing potentially. This one I'm serious about. I might buy this tomorrow. YY. If YY can get above the 8-day exponential moving average, I'm in. So if this is green tomorrow, I might start a position in this stock right here. However, I wouldn't buy it until it's above the 8-day because this thing could be headed for the 50. So buying here, you're still at risk for a 10% drawdown, which I will wait and see it get over the. I don't buy anything under the T line. I'm just watching this. Scott's Miracle-Gro. This is a breakout candidate. It's making a cup. I like this Brazil company XP, a little bit more speculative, but if it were to be up tomorrow, that'd be a way to enter this stock, low risk. And then I'm watching DraftKings. It was probably a buy today on DraftKings because that's a trigger candle, but it's so volatile, I don't know if I'm going to get in it. However, if somebody wanted in it, this is a pretty low risk way into it. You just got to be willing to cut your loss if it doesn't work. And I'll do two more. I like Dollar General. I don't love the company, but the chart's really bullish, and that most of the time is going to resolve to the upside. And then lastly, I like MasterCard. MasterCard was a buy today. It kind of cleared this downtrend line, but if it's green again tomorrow, it's still viable, and it's made a cup with handle, and the handle's now a flat base. I think this one's a really safe bet. You just sell it below the 200-day moving average, so for a 6% stop, you can get into MasterCard and potentially hold it for a while because MasterCard, look at the weekly chart, once it starts running, it usually runs in a pretty holdable fashion. So for 6% stop, you can get into MasterCard right now, and it's a very holdable matronly stock. So I like that play. So I guess to summarize, I'm pretty bullish. I mean, the market only has one distribution day. We're still holding this channel that I've got drawn on the NASDAQ. We're in an uptrend until we're not, and as long as the NASDAQ keeps holding this yellow line, which is the 21-day moving average, I'm going to stay very aggressive. If the Nasdaq were to cut and slice that 21-day moving average by the end of the week, I would jump out of a lot of my stocks. But until the Nasdaq breaks this character of sharp sell-offs to the 20-day and then bouncing, I'm keeping my pedal to the metal. So, as always, do your own thinking, make your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. I'm somebody who trades for a living, and I'm telling you what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, and what I'm looking at. And I'm putting out videos that I think would have been helpful to me whenever I started trading, telling you why I'm doing it, what I'm thinking, and where I'm going with it. But think for yourself, and good luck, guys. Let's crush this market.